Chargers versus the Ravens, and I think this game actually might be a little bit closer than a lot of people think. I think a lot of people saying the Chargers are in complete disarray, the Ravens are going to stomp them. But the reality in my mind right now is both the Chargers and the Ravens have very inconsistent quarterbacks who can be selfish at times. They're not playing well offensively in general. So because of the selfishness issue, Flacco and Rivers, you never can tell what they're going to do.
Right.
It's hard to tell offensively which one is better any given week. It's really hard, even with statistics. I can't figure that out. Defensively, I think the Ravens are a much better team. But the Chargers showed last week against the Broncos that they can step it up when they have to. So while the Ravens tend to play reasonably consistent defense, the Chargers, statistically they're at the bottom of the pile when it comes to defense. Last week showed up and all of a sudden made it a game. They scored 9 points on us last week. But the Chargers don't have a healthy offensive line. They've got too many substitutions. They have second string, third string players playing out of position, completely, guards playing center, that kind of thing.
Right.
I think ultimately that's what gives this game the edge. I think Baltimore does win by a pretty hefty score, but I think this game will be reasonably tight till the end. I'm saying Baltimore 31 and the Chargers 17.
I see Baltimore giving Phillip Rivers fits.
I don't disagree.
I think that they're going to be in the backfield in the pocket with him the whole game, and I think they're going to tend to be very, very aggressive against him. I mean, basically, we've shown twice this year, the Broncos have shown twice this year, that a hyper-aggressive defense can actually work well.
It just destroyed Rivers. And again, that wasn't his fault. But
right. So the thing about it is that I really see Baltimore having Phillip Rivers on his heels. However, I also see San Diego piling up 20 points.
No. Okay, so what do you got there?
And Baltimore, I see doing 24 points.
Wow.
See, now, I probably spent a good 20 minutes to half an hour researching Baltimore a little bit more to try to get a better sense of how many points to give these guys. Because, on one hand, they can win a 10-9 game.
Yes, 13-10, that kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Sure. But on the other hand, they piled up 55 points against Oakland.
Yes.
So I don't know which team is going to show up.
Right, exactly.
So basically, I said that this is going to be a grindy fest, and with both primarily a defensive struggle with just little chinks in the armor, defensive armor, allowing the other teams to pile up 20 and 24 points.
Okay, so basically you went with the defense the offenses will be erratic enough that the defenses will shut them down. And I was kind of in the same thing, but figured the Chargers tend to collapse when things start going against them. So I gave them a couple extra touchdowns.
As a matter of fact, somewhere around I heard that the Chargers have allowed the most points in the league right now in the fourth quarter or something like that.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, it's
a Denver game, of course, skews that statistic pretty horribly.
Yes, it does.